let's learn about a causal inference technique known as differences in differences. Let's say we're interested in the impact of, say, some sales training on sales. Let's say the training happened around here, and this is before, and this is after. And then in our scenario, not everybody got the training. So let's have red represent the folks that did not get any training. And the sales data for the training folks might look something like this. It could be increasing over time, naturally because of like seasonality. Say, I don't know, the later months, the sales increases overall. There could be also company-wide initiatives, more advertising, for example, that could be increasing sales overall. Now, let's have a blue group represent the folks that got training. Let's say it looked something like that, for example. And blue got training, and red got no training. So what's the impact of training? If we just looked at before and after, for the people that got training, it would be that amount. Do we consider this the impact? No. So what would happen had there not been any training? If there weren't any training, we already notice that there is an increase in sales overall. If we look at the no training folks, they increased even without any training. So notice that the no training and the training group had very similar trends beforehand. So we expect the training folks to also increase, say that amount. So the true impact of this training program is actually here in purple. Let's say impact, yes. Now, this is called differences in differences because there are two differences we need to consider. First is the before and after. And then the second difference is the treatment versus control. In our case, our treatment was the blue group that got the training, and the control is the red group that did not get the training. So not only are you looking at before versus after, but you're also looking at your treatment group versus no treatment group, which gives you this counterfactual. Counterfactual being what would have happened had there not been any training. So the nice thing about this counterfactual is it adjusts for like seasonality, for example, external initiatives that impact both. Let's say impacting everyone. Say, I don't know, marketing, for example. Now there is one key assumption with differences in differences, and that is known as the parallel trends assumption, especially in the before period. So we're saying before the training, there was actually a parallel pattern in terms of the sales figures. You don't have to be the same, but they do have to be parallel. And this is a key assumption because we're assuming that pattern would have continued had there not been any training.